Good morning. I'm Victoria Savage, Nurse Savage on your side, your wisdom guided oracle, and we're having tea in my beautiful moon mug. We are in the full moon energy, an intense one this time for me, for my husband and others. You know, we all experience these cosmic energies differently because of who we are, what our astrology is, what we're going through in life. Wow, Saturday was exhaustion for both of us. I intended to allow myself just free time to read on Saturday, whatever I wanted to do, and then just I kept getting pulled, which was lovely, honestly, to small tasks of cleanup, organization, doing things, and I would take breaks in the middle because I would all of a sudden just feel so exhausted. Took a couple naps, which is not my norm. So we really want to tune in inwardly a lot and do the most we can to honor what our body is telling us. Because remember, we are body, mind, spirit here. We're not just one or the other. This journey incorporates everything. So choose to step into the fullness of you at all times. So the reading today is so lovely. The Celtic Tree Oracle wanted to come through with two cards, and uh, I just made my plane reservation yesterday to head to Ireland in August. So I'm very excited about that. The first card that came through was the Fagos Beach. And the Fagos Beach, when you receive the Fagos Beach in a reading, you're asked to study, do research, or gather information. You might be drawn particularly to ancient information and seek guidance from the ancient past. You might seek lost wisdom or guidance and information from your elders. This is the time to delve in, to learn more, to begin to understand, and if really understand yourself more. You are the highest mountain you will climb in this lifetime. It is the learning and understanding of who we are, where we've been, what we brought in, how we can move forward, and what our path really looks like. And so this is start really delving into that. You may go into ancestors. That may mean genealogies because you'll have a better understanding of where you came from. Whatever that means for you. Perhaps you feel drawn to research your own lineage or travel to distant lands and sacred sites and countries that were home to your ancestors. You may feel drawn to write your own book, to share such knowledge. Whatever you're drawn to in the discovery of more about your history, your ancestors, your way of walking in the world, do that. Whatever you're pulled to do. The second card that came up is the You Are Heather Mistletoe. Isn't that beautiful? When she comes up in a reading, she represents a link between our earthly plane and the spirit world. Thus, when you receive this card, communications with the spirit world via divine intervention can result in healing. Pay attention to dreams, visions, and synchronicities. Prayer or meditation is helpful here, as is ritual. Spend time in nature. Nature is such a healing and opening aspect. Right now, many people are being prompted. I'll see it in the YouTube community, heart opening. And I just did a video about just that because it can be a scary thing because the heart opening will often feel like nervousness, anxiousness. All of a sudden you're realizing your heart's skipping beats or flipping in your chest. And if you have no heart history of disease or dysfunction, and you don't have chest pain, you're not short of breath, you're not sweating, you don't feel pressure, then this is heart opening information. This is heart opening energy. We want to allow the heart opening because that is us living more from a place of love, less judgment, less intolerance, and more into the energy of love. Good morning, Francesca. So the next deck that wanted to come through was the Rooted Woman. And the first card is plumbing The depths. That means looking deeper at everything. Truly, there is nothing that's coincidence or happenstance. Everything that is happening is always happening for you and for your highest and best good. What you do with it will take it from a place of, um, yes, Jeannie, it was. I hope you got my message this morning, Jeannie. Check your messenger and then your phone messages. Jeannie's coming to the retreat, and there's something I needed her to get a message about. So know that this heart opening can be very physical. And we live from a place of greater understanding, greater tolerance, and greater boundaries within ourselves. Our sovereignty becomes more apparent because the shoulds begin to dissolve. You start living from your place of ease, peace, joy, awareness, enlightenment, and a steady stream of that rather than sometimes I feel really good, but then I go back to powerlessness. Great morning, Jean. Good to see you again. We had a fun little visit last night. Okay, so plunging the depths. Surface is no longer your place to live because you're not comfortable there. You keep getting chided and pushed into looking more deeply. What has occurred in your life? Particularly the things that are some of the greatest challenges for you. That's where your greatest learning and growth can be, unless you enter into it in the victim mode, which is whining. What happened? I don't get it. I don't know what's happening here. Why me? Why is it always me? And I go there. So there's no judgment, but we have to get to back to that. Okay, what did I create this for to learn in this lifetime? How did I create this to expand myself and become more of what I wanted to be when I came to live more fully in my path? That's you out of victim, you standing in power. Ban Fasa, woman's wisdom. We all have it. We all have access to it, but we don't all own it. And that's a huge aspect of living in our power and really beginning to awaken to our truth is that inner woman's wisdom. That means interplaying and interacting with the women around you that you trust, that you know have your highest and best good. And if you don't have those, find them. Your intention. I choose to find a tribe that allows me to hold my boundaries, honors them, honors who I am, helps me to grow in myself, in my better personhood, and that I get to help as well. That is a true tribe of love, peace, empowerment, and joy. That is what happens in retreat. In I've only attended one other than mine, real retreat. I had a mini retreat as well a few years ago. And again, it didn't honestly foster the same holding on to ability. It did foster that the connection ability as we were in it and for a little while after it. These retreats will offer you at least a someone that you connect with and will continue on with to help one another grow. They are fun, they are empowering. And, just here on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, you can find a community of like. You want to tune into your heart space first because that is your truth meter for sure. The next card that came up was the meadow, flourishing and regenerating. This time of year, that certainly is up with all the flourishing that's going on around us in the springtime in the Northern Hemisphere, flourishing and regenerating. If you're in the Southern Hemisphere, you're still regenerating. You're doing it at a different aspect with the going inward, kind of drawing in because it's getting cooler. It's fall, moving into winter for you all. Flourishing and regenerating happens always if you choose to allow it. And again, usually it It has some physical stuff with it that may be less than fun at times. Sometimes we're purging. We can purge through coughs, colds. We can purge through stomach stuff, bowel stuff. We can purge through losing people in our lives, those energies that are no longer supportive of who we are and who we're moving into. It will happen as you open up to your truest self, because there are those that can no longer travel with you there, and that's okay. You don't have to travel with them. You travel with the truth of who you are. So, flourishing and regenerating. What is it you're letting go of? What is it you're bringing in? What is it you're planting? I'm open, I'm willing, I'm ready, guide me is a great seed to plant, because it's the easiest way to walk through the world. Um, uh, Jean came to my retreat last year, and Jean and I had just met in a painting class. And I mean, she brought so much fun, so much lovely energy, and definitely our friendship has flourished. We became friends, and she was over last night, and we had a couple very fun moments. This is what the tribe can bring you. You want those energies. You want to grow them. You want to support them. You want to play in them, because they are the truly strongest, most fun you will ever receive. Oh, hello, Julia. The last card coming up for today is the Mountain, Vision and Inspiration. Inspiration generally comes in our thoughts, but it very much can come with that heart opening energy that we were talking about earlier, with that, whoa, this is, you'll get that excitement, maybe that nervousness. Sometimes heart opening can feel like an anxiety attack in the beginning. I advise you to breathe deep if that's what you think it is, and just take charge of your physical aspect and be open, willing, ready to be guided, because there's so much coming in. And we are being prompted on so many levels to expand, to shift out of the old and into the new, to shift our focus from, are you kidding me, to what is here for me. And that, I mean, it is, it's a challenge at times, because some of these shifts are so unsettling that we move into the victim of, are you kidding me? Like when my hip did its thing two plus months ago with no provocation, very much like an injury, which also kind of had no provocation 12 years ago. My initial was to whine and to tell God off. Really? Are you serious? After all I've been doing, 3 days later, things had moved back into alignment in 3 other areas of my body that were very static, and that I just could not get them loose and to hold. And then I went back and said, sorry, God. I call it God. It does not matter what you call it. It is that you call it, them, whatever you believe that energy to be, energy of my higher power. Only the good is allowed in. Remember that. Be very specific. I'm speaking to my higher powers, my angels, my guides, my good energies, bringing them in. We want to be very specific and intentional. What are you choosing? Are you choosing to move forward as a victim? Are you choosing to stay under the circumstances? Are you choosing to move forward in your power? That is truly what I desire for each and every one of you, because as we really awaken to the truth of who we are, and our lights begin to shine brighter with our intention to be surrounded with the peace that comes from being our spiritual being self in this world. There's not lots of doing that has to be done. The being is the important part, because we are human beings, but we are spirits in this human suit. And so, again, we are the highest mountain we will ever climb. It will never be done, because we came, excuse me, in this world to learn. And we will continue to learn as long as we are open to it. And the longer we're open to it in this lifetime, the richer life becomes. It is always a choice. You can retreat, go hermit, which at times we need to do. A lot of us been in that. Some of us are still in that because we're doing a lot of inner work, inner searching, soul searching. But we can't stay there and do what we really came to do in this world. So what does this all look like for you? Take it in, be open, willing, and ready to be guided. Do the pure love and joy practice for 1 minute, and do a gratitude practice for 1 minute a day. That will raise your vibration. And then when you're open, willing, and ready, insights and awarenesses will come from all directions, from other people's words, from signs in the road, from your subconscious, from your imagination. It'll come in lots of ways. Just be open, willing, and ready to be notified and to receive it. Think we are complete for this beautiful day. Thank you so much for joining me. Again, there is one space left and a $250 scholarship available. Thank you so much. I'm Victoria Savage, Nurse Savage, on your side, your wisdom guided oracle. And we just had some tea in my beautiful moon mug. I hope you're enjoying your morning beverage. Until we